Hey guys, in this video I'm going to walk you through how to set up your cost database and a couple tricks. So for starters, let's quickly add a single item to our cost database. Now before I do, I already know that my unit rate that I want is not here. So I'm going to go over to my settings page, estimates tab, and then I'm going to find units. And for this example, I want to create a new one that's called per 100 linear feet. Let's add that to our list. Head over to our cost database again. And now we can see that that unit rate has been added. The reason I'm doing this is that I want to add in a new labor and material item for a conduit category. And this is going to be half-inch PVC conduit. So I'm going to be pricing this out at 100 linear feet. Markup, let's go with 1%. And then for our cost, you can see that we have our combined costs or labor, material, and equipment. Now, you can set this up at, maybe per 100 linear feet, this is going to cost in terms of labor, I don't know, let's just use easy math and say 200, about $80 for that 100 feet of half-inch conduit. And you can see that I could either select and use these three fields, or I could use the combined rates. Either or, however you want to set that up. Keywords, this is going to help your AI through the AI chat find that a little easier. So if you're using any trade names aside from your client facing product descriptions or labor descriptions, then you could add that in here. Maybe you're going to refer to that as pipe, whatever else, you would just add that in. Additional notes, this is internal, and then you could select from your suppliers list for reference. Let's go ahead and create that. You can see our new item there. Now, for bulk uploading, you can see that we have this upload CSV. We have a template for you, or you could upload any CSV format with any type of columns. Now, our AI will try to categorize that as best suited for our section, title, description, unit, and so on. But if you want to be a little bit more secure with that format, you could go ahead, download that there. And I already have one with some sample data preset. So I'm going to go ahead, download this CSV, come back to my app, select that file, and this will upload all 10 items for me. There we go. We can see 10 rows added. We can see that source tag and all my items there. All right, great. Now, I mentioned to you a couple of little tricks. What we have here, if you want to bypass getting your cost database set up with the CSV style, you have your AI resources. And then with this, you could upload any documents that you want, whether they're estimates, price books, or whatever you could think of, even old invoices with itemized lists. Your AI chat through estimating is going to pick up off that database. And what it'll do as another quick little trick I'll show you here is as you guys go through creating your estimates and you get a couple tables here, maybe it's something a little bit more elaborate like this. Once you create your estimate and click create estimate, it's going to pre-populate or edit any of the cost database items. So for this example, I have my speed oven at $1,500. If I go over to my database, you can see that I have that right here, $1,500. We'll jump back in. And let's say I'm going through my estimate, I'm chatting with it, and I want to say, update the cost of my speed oven to 45. So now this is going to update this line item within my estimate chat. Now it hasn't updated the cost database yet, but once I create that estimate, it'll go ahead and update that cost database item for me. There you go. You can see that it's updated there. I'm going to go click create estimate. and you'll see a little notification in the bottom right corner. There we go. It updated. That was pretty quick. But you can see from here, we have our speed out of it, and it's updated it to 4,500. All right. Hope that helps. See you on the next one.